All right. How's it going, everybody? It's Matt Rome, Missouri. On my way to Richmond, Maryland. Well, thank y'all for coming through. I'm going to ask you a question about this. I thought I did a live stream on this already. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I intended to do it, and maybe I didn't. So let's go through it. I love the Great Resignation. The Great Resignation, as they call it. Now, if you've been following this story, if you've been following, you would notice that most of the people who didn't come back to work, they didn't come back to service industry jobs. They didn't come back to hospitality positions. They didn't come back to fast food positions. They didn't come back to work in grocery stores who didn't pay any kind of money. And I like that. I really like that. So, okay, Polymath. My audio go check it out? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Oh, that's what it is. It's not even reading my Bluetooth for some reason. Hold on a second. Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me now? I don't even know where the speakers are even on this phone. All right, so here's the thing, man. Now, when they were actually putting these unemployment numbers up, you saw that the workforce numbers were very low in those few areas. Strong Roseville. And those very few people, they really never really cared about those people anyway. They cared about the fact that they wasn't there when there was they needed things of convenience. Because trust me, I'm on the road all the time. Yes, a lot of these restaurants are closed across the country. They are. A lot of these convenience stores, like most people inside the truck stops are not finding people to work for. Guess who wasn't affected at all? The people who wasn't affected at all were the people who actually compensated people like professionals while they was at work. That's the thing. If you don't pay people to come to work, you won't have workers. That's exactly how that works. So, me as a business owner myself, I don't give a damn about business owners who need damn near slave labor and minimum wage workers in order for them to be able to run their business. Those are the type of businesses that you don't need. Because those businesses push the actual level of taking care of their business off on everybody else. Let's say that you're a big ass company like Walmart, and you pay people so low in these rural areas that these people are on public assistance. That's making me and you pay for their actual workforce to have them work for them. You think I want to see something like that? No, I don't want to see anything like that. For as many dollars that Walmart's pulled down, there's really no rationale for them not to pay their workers enough so that way they can come to work. Now, let's keep it real. When most immigrants come here, they go work for Walmart, especially the Muslim population when they get here before they start going to school or while they're going to school. So the Great Resignation is not talking about truck drivers. Nobody left the transportation industry and just decided to sit their ass at home and not come back. That didn't happen. Nobody in IT left their job and decided not to come back. That is also something that didn't happen. Actually, most of these somebody jobs that you need to be a somebody in a somebody job, Not in anybody job, because in anybody job, your ass can be outsourced and replaced and automated. Because that's what I'm on. Because I want people to move up. Yeah, so you have to recognize that they're mad because the low wage workers ain't coming to work, so that way they can maintain their lifestyle, man. And most of these people can't really do anything on their own anyway. They love the convenience of people being able to handle all their stuff for them. Like I said, man, most of these career fields and positions, they got tons of openings, and they wasn't able to fill them before the pandemic. And guess what? They still gonna have the problem after the pandemic's over too. But that's the problem, man. Like, dude, this great resignation thing. No, it's the great opportunity. The great opportunity for you to move up. The great opportunity to cut some of this stuff off. The great opportunity to move into another position. I told you yesterday how felons came up. Most of these people save their money, went to got them an actual skill that needed no degree because most of these people who have these felonies, depending on what kind of charge it is, they can't get student loans. So what happened was, since these people normally couldn't get a job, they actually got the chance to actually come to work for somebody, and they knocked it out of the park for the most part. So the great resignation is really about people skilling up, man. They don't like people skilling up. They want there to be a permanent underclass of people who don't want to move up, who always want to work in fast food, who always want to work at these low tier jobs, unskilled labor jobs. Because the unskilled labor provides a hell of a lot of comfort for people at the middle and the top. Yes, they don't want people moving up, man. They don't want people moving up. They do not want people moving up. You got people in this space thinking that you need to go to an actual manosphere meetup before you can get into IT. Like, without just providing them the actual tools and the actual free resources out there, several of them, so that way you can get into IT. So, and it's not just people of color. It's dude. What they're mostly complaining about is people in these rural areas who've walked off from these low wage jobs. Because a lot of people in a lot of rural areas, they love being in that community and surrounded by a certain specific group of people. And they used to want to work for free, regardless of how much welfare that they was on, to be in that. And here's what the great resignation also did for people. It let people know where they stood at. What's wrong, Rock? Rocco Killer 7. What's wrong, Round? What's wrong, Type of Smash? What's wrong, David Little? All right, so you have to understand this. It really isn't that hard. Most of these people were fine with being the only person in their position, not having any type of competition. A lot of people were resting on their laurels, not really skilling up the way that they need to. And guess what happened when you have an explosion of new labor on the scene who's way hungrier than you are in your safe position? It makes you look real crazy being the person in a very specific position that haven't moved up at all in 10 to 15 years. When you got new people coming on the scene with degrees and certifications and they can be taught and they want to learn new things. That's the thing about the great resignation that people didn't want to hear. A lot of these people wanted to be the only person doing what they were doing. But the Great Resignation gave these people one thing that they never was able to actually deal with. It gave them a whole bunch of time. A whole bunch of time. Unless you've been unemployed for no reason, unless you've been backed into a corner where you don't have a job, this is some of the most time that a lot of people had to watch everybody else be needed by the entire world while they were sitting their ass at home, not being able to participate, not being able to make money. That's why people didn't go back to those jobs. You want to know why? They got into the gig economy. They started learning basic skills online and making a lot of money doing it. Why do you think the IRS is trying to get Patreon and Cash App and YouTube and all these other people to connect their databases to the IRS? The reason why is because most of the money being made out here is being made through untraceable and nearly untaxable means. Now, I'm not talking about the entertainment circuit. I'm talking about people who are really coming out here and doing things with their stuff, man. The Great Resignation, like all those people on TV. You really think the media is worried about low wage labor and the fact that McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Popeyes, all these other places can't fill their jobs? No, those people are mad as hell that they can't fill their jobs. So they spend their advertising money on TV trying to push the blame from them having an incredibly crappy business model that depended on low wage and no wage labor to putting it off on the general public for them not wanting to work for low wage and no wage jobs. You see how that works? And a lot of these stores decided that, you know what, it was beyond their comprehension to want to pay people more for their business to operate. And some of these people specifically just stayed closed. Yeah, a lot of these people just stayed closed, like they're making some grand stand against society by not participating in it. Yes, there's a lot of people who are coming online making a lot of money, more money than people in Generation X and people in the Boomer generation right now in their 20s. Coming online, making more money than people twice their age. You are right about that. Why are you right about it? Some of that stuff ain't even beef. Some of that stuff ain't even potatoes. Most of that stuff they make in on an assembly line. And you know, if something is mass produced, the quality goes down when it's mass produced. A lot of care don't go into those things when they're mass produced. Man, look, David Little, look, man, bro. If you can't spot a multi-level marketing scheme, campaign, pyramid scheme, then do you deserve to be in it? They out there too. It's a pyramid scheme. If it requires you to recruit other people in order for you to keep your place or to move up, it is a pyramid scheme. Period. That's what I'm saying. What happens when your labor pool decides to move on to better jobs? And now you can't depend on a broken system to provide you with slave labor. What do you do when that happens? Yes, you're going to have to raise your wages, which is going to cut into your profits. So what I'm saying right now is move up, skill up. The great resignation is something to be proud of. I'm proud of some of these people who moved up, who sat at home for a couple of months, know they couldn't go nowhere, had access to the internet and a whole bunch of time to think about it, while they sat there on that vacation thanks to those stimulus checks and the unemployment, which I don't care about because it's unemployment insurance. It's an insurance policy. When your ass is out of work, you get the insurance. That's how it works. I never cared about the unemployment thing because guess what? You're not going to be on unemployment forever. And a lot of employers don't like the fact that your ass was on unemployment forever. Remember, you have to put all those things down to what your ass was doing before you went into somebody's organization. And they're going to know as soon as they check with the state how long your ass been on unemployment for. Because remember, you got to put down your references. You got to put down all of these other things, right? But think about it. Right now, when has there ever been a greater time to get into the economy and the marketplace? They're not looking at immigrants. They're scapegoating immigrants. That's what they're doing. They're scapegoating immigrants. There is nobody. You don't have immigrants walking around like Batman from rooftop to rooftop, trying to catch these people go to night school, barring up doors and closing colleges. Like they're not doing that. They're not doing it. That's why these people want to scapegoat other groups of people to draw the attention off what the hell they ain't doing. It's so easy to see that. There's a couple people who contacted me behind the scenes. Hey man, how do I get into being a mechanic? Boom. The dude went there, knocked it out of the park. Now he's in training. On his way to be making 50, 60 grand a year in a couple of months. Once he get ASC certified. Before that, who knows what the dude was doing. But he didn't have opportunity like that. He didn't have opportunity like that. That's what I'm saying, David Little. Hey man. Hey man, you put the work in. That's how you got there. You put the work in. You was backed into a corner. You skilled up, whatever you skilled up in, and then you moved on to some better stuff, man. That's what everybody does who actually want to do it. But sometimes in this broken culture, people want to be backed into a corner like, hey man, that's why I had a child. I had a child so that way I could force myself to be motivated to go do something. I'm like, man, yes, that's what people in Generation X thought. That's what people in the Boomer generation thought too. I be around these people all the time, grew up with them. Yes, indeed, Essen. We talked about it 2 years ago. You don't realize it, but I damn near lost my whole company probably 5 years ago when I came to the brain trust. No, before when I came to YouTube and shit. Yeah, the whole market changed under my nose. My set customers that I had for years were gone. Once the trade war happened, I lost all my contracts with GM, lost all my contracts with Ford damn near, lost all my contract with Sears, lost all my contracts with Payless. Like, dude, one by one, these things were going down. And then, you know what I did? Flipped the whole thing on them, made my business a hell of a lot more scalable, raised the pay for people, and just kept moving in different ways to move. And I wouldn't know none of this stuff was going on. But I had to put myself in that position. So yes, I was not exempt from going through the same thing that these people are going through right now. One day you got millions of dollar revenue. Next thing you know, things looking crazy. Next thing you know, you're back on the low board. Next thing you know, you're searching for customers again. Because I assumed I was going to have these customers forever until they wasn't there. Until the actual circumstances changed on the ground. Now everybody left. And a lot of people got out of trucking at that particular point because all the easy customers left. I'm not going to lie to you. Those are some easy ass customers. Only thing you had to do was show up with equipment, and that's pretty much all you had to do. But yes, you are going to get tried out here if you don't modernize what you're doing. Yeah, it was not exempt for me either. I had to change everything that I did. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, your boy could have been up out of here. Broke his shit, working for a company. Nah, man, I wanted to figure this stuff out. Yeah, man. I just had to be able to get back on the road and go back to the basics of how I got into the field in the first place. What am I actually looking at when I'm going to these actual shippers and receivers? What's going on, Better Black? Oh, Bruce. Yeah, but that's where we at, man. The great resignation is a powerful thing, man. It shows what happens when you take advantage and control of choice and circumstance. When you take advantage of control and circumstance, and when you die head first off in the opportunity because other people don't want to do the job, don't want to do the work. Listen, man, I'm talking to people in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm talking to people in Atlanta. Talking to people in North and South Carolina, in Tennessee, getting skills and getting their ass paid. They get paid out there, man. Hey, you always have those fools around, straight shooter. You always have them fools around, man. You have them fools around who tell you what not to get into. Like I had a person tell me the other day about, man, why would I get into trucking when the truck's gonna be self-driving themselves in about 5 years? All right, man, you keep thinking that. All right, man, you keep thinking that. Yes, it's gonna be automated trucks, but yes, those things are gonna go from well multi-million dollar companies that drive locally. You're not gonna have no trucks over the road like that. That's what I'm saying, Bruce. And man, you gotta keep moving, man. It's a lifestyle. I think I went and chased down more education outside of the MBA and partially through a doctorate than I have formal education. I think I chased down probably 20, 30 years of information more than I could outside of going to regular school, man. It got to be a lifestyle to you to want to move up, to want to have something better, not to spend it on dumb shit. I'm telling you, man, this great resignation scares a lot of people. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm proud of that shit, man. I'm proud of these dudes going out there getting their stuff together, man, and leaving this stuff the hell alone. It's time for you to start keeping your gains, man. You ain't supposed to be a plow horse for nobody else's cause but your own. No community, no none of that shit. You cared about the community, hey, you're responsible for it. All right? I'm responsible for self and the household. That's my community. And my equipment and my shit. I'm not mentoring a fucking soul. Nope. You get your ass out there and get it done like everybody else. Dude, we talking about 40, 50 years, man. Like, bro, you don't know how much of those mechanics of that truck changes when there's high wind, when there's light rain, when there's snow on the ground. Dude, they're never going to be able to account for the human element unless you're going to be driving 30 miles an hour all over the country. You really think that they're going to make an extra lane on the highway so trucks could go 30 miles an hour? Like, like, bro, like people don't understand what they're talking about when they're talking about it. That's the problem. They don't understand how the world works, so they make up the reasons of how come they're not participating in the process itself. The only thing you have to do is bring up something about moving forward. Instantly, there's going to be the naysayers come out saying some dumb ass stuff. Well, man, I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that, boss. Like, that's how they sound, man. The Great Resignation put a lot of people in a corner, and they got up out of it. They came out swinging like they're supposed to. There ain't nowhere in the hell you could get me 20 years old, put 50, $60,000 in my pocket on the scale of tons of scalability at 20? At 20. Man, bro, man, there ain't no telling where I'd be at, man. I agree with you, Bruce. They're already mercenaries right now. They're proud to be mercenaries. They're proud to not have any type of sense. They're proud of that. They are extremely proud of not being able to produce. They're extremely proud of needing a broken system in order to survive. They're extremely proud of that. You think those dudes care or give a damn about you actually getting your money straight? Say it again, Roosevelt. Say it again, man. Say it again. Dude, listen, man, you're going to have to need a whole insurance company just for that. An 80,000 pound vehicle with no driver? Oh, okay. I want to know what them rates look like. That's what I'm saying, man. But they want you to give that piece up. They want you to give that piece up to be community minded. They want you to give that piece up to go out here and be mentors. Man, get out of here, man. Bro, you need some initiative and leave some of these associations alone that ain't got nothing to do with progress, man. You don't need no mentors. All these roads have already been replowed for everybody. If you want to get into the field, it's very easy. Very easy. Very easy. It's tons of people in this space. Damn near every field in this space, from medicine to transportation, you can find here in this space. There are people in this chat right now who are programmers, people right now who are at the top of all types of fields around here, man. So the fact that you ain't got nobody to talk to, nah, I'm not buying it, man. Not buying it. Not buying it at all. I mean, but that anger has a purpose, though. It's like the anger because they can't fit in anymore. You know, they just can't fit in anymore like they used to. It ain't easy like it used to, man. It's not that easy anymore. And day after day, most of these people getting a wake up call. A wake up call that, hey man, you're not gonna be able to keep doing that. You're not gonna be able to keep depending on the actual domestic counterpart to keep ruining these children so that way they can end up looking at some of these dudes as some type of success story. Like none of that stuff is going to be able to keep going. Like I said, we don't even know what 20 years from now what the children are going to look like or what they're going to act like. Because right now they're being born in these situations right now. You think they're gonna make all these dumbass mistakes and decisions that these people who put them on the planet did for them? That's not gonna happen. Yeah, stuff is important, man. It is important, and you cannot be worried about people who didn't take advantage of this stuff either, man. You gotta leave them behind, man. Leave them there. Leave them there. Some of those people I brought to Denver, oh, they was chilling out for a weekend, and then when Monday came, everybody went to work, and the person had nobody to hang out with because everybody had to work in that situation. Yeah, happens all the time, man. Happens all the time. And then you got two choices. You can take your ass back to the South where you can fit in with not doing shit, or you can try to get working like everybody else. The problem was, man, is that weak, unaccomplished man was never supposed to have a voice. Ever supposed to have a voice. Ever supposed to have a voice. Roosevelt, thanks for the $5 cash out. But yeah, weak men was never supposed to have a voice, man. They were never supposed to have a voice over people who offer tangibles. Weak people wasn't a weak man was never supposed to have a voice like that. They were never supposed to have a voice like that. And here's the other thing that wasn't supposed to happen. Along with weak men wasn't supposed to have a voice, people who call themselves intellectuals, they wasn't solving any problem. We're sitting here allowing people to pass themselves off as public intellectuals while they ain't solving any type of problem with their so-called intellect, taking no type of tangible actions with their so-called intellect. That was never supposed to happen. No civilized society would allow that to happen. None. And this is the results. You got whole swaths of people unmotivated to get out there to get things cracking. They actually think handing you a position that you don't deserve is actually mentoring. While I can sit here, wear skinny jeans, learn mumble rap, and do nothing with my life, there's going to be a crop and a group of men who's going to feel so sorry for my situation that they're going to come back and they're going to uplift me out of my situation. All right, straight shooter, man. Have a nice one. Yeah, dude, I'm happy about the Great Recession, man. I'm sorry, not the Great Recession, the Great Resignation. I'm happy about it. A lot of those people left the South, went to another situation, got into some of these skilled trades, man. They started making a lot of money. You know what they did? They went back to the South and started buying up property. A lot of them dudes started going down there, picking up property, having a good ass life, a good ass outcome. Well, adult supervision, man, like they're trying to save the cosmos with geriatric pregnancies. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to save the cosmos with geriatric pregnancies, man. It's sick and it's disgusting. What's going on, interesting skills? But that's where we are, man. And I think something else like this is going to happen. I think it's going to happen every 5 years. There's going to be some sort of event that's going to put people in a corner. That's going to let people know who the world needs and who the world don't need. Yeah, I think these events is just gonna keep happening, man. It's gonna keep happening until they push people out of these big ass states, and then they're gonna be flooding into these small ass towns, and then the real estate in those small ass towns are gonna get super expensive, like it's already getting right now. But as long as your skills scale with the environment, dude, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. You should be ashamed of your fucking self talking about gentrification. Other groups of people coming in, buying your cheap ass property and making it better when you had the opportunity to do that shit the entire time. And then you treat those people who come in that community better than you treat the people who grew up in the community. Of course, your shit's gonna be better. You'll never find me talking about loser class shit like that, man. Nope. I'm gonna start moving with the times, man. You gotta start moving with the times, chief. A lot of these chances and opportunities, it's gonna be here one day, and then all of a sudden the field is gonna be full, and then you're not gonna move to the money. Then you just got all these skills for no reason. That's what I'm saying, Bruce Ellison. What's wrong with? I mean, but you can't do it because people can't work as a group because they can't leave unproductive people alone. They always got to bring them along for the ride. They can't just leave the people out of the discussion altogether. Like under like unproductive people don't have a problem leaving productive people out of anything. They don't have a problem doing that shit. They do it all the time. But the moment a person get their stuff together, they always got to bring these unproductive, magalicious motherfuckers along for the ride, man. And it's some bullshit. I'm telling you, man. These people from India are coming over here, going into middle of nowhere, buying up swaths of land, and 5 or 6 thousand of them live out there. No problem. Why? They came from a bad situation. They came over here and they hit the ground running. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, Vanna Black. That is exactly what I'm saying. Man, you can't be worried about minimum wage workers, man. I do want them to get paid more, but spend the majority of my time, man, you gotta be out of your fucking mind, dude. Nope. Yeah, that's what it is now. You have to realize, man, that the people who want to team up right now, the people who are so called concerned about the community, are the people that you need to leave the fuck alone and the fuck behind. They're telling you that they don't bring shit to the table. They're telling you that. They're telling you that shit. I hear it all the time, man. I heard it today in Kansas City and Topeka, Kansas. Oh man, look at the state of this. I'm like, man, look at this dude, man. He don't bring shit to the table, but he's concerned about the outcome of a community. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Strong Mike B. But that's what we are, man. Unproductive people concerned about the community. What kind of shit is that? This is nuts. The opportunity is right there if you want to take the shit, man. But a lot of people, they just want it to be handed to them. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to see on the actual field, and they don't give a damn about who they got to use to get it. But all this stuff is still based on choice, man. It's still based on choice. It's still based on choice. What you gonna do with your time? This stuff is easy to path mark, easy to make a pathway all the way to the top. Easy. You gotta stop feeling sorry for them, man. You just gotta slowly move away from them. Lead them by themselves. Let them figure it out on their own, man. You do not go out here wasting all of your time and all of your energy trying to help these dudes, man. It's time for you to rest on your laurels and be okay with what you produce. You don't have time to be getting all of your stuff together and then doubling back for people, man. That's a societal and cultural rot when they want you to do that. You got to leave these people alone and leave them out, man. Leave them out. You need to master the art of going on vacation by your damn self and having as much fun as you can by your damn self. It's time for you to start to get this stoic piece down, man. Stop worrying about what these people think about you and shit. Your bank account balance should guide your actual self esteem. The things you surround by, the pieces that you exhibit, that should guide your self esteem. Not some uncultured reptiles thought process and the ability to get easy stuff out of you. That has nothing to do with the masculine piece. Strong Blaze. Hey man, it's either you're gonna create the world that you want to live in, or you're gonna live in the world that they created. Or you're gonna be in the middle being lost as shit. Those are the options, man. Choose wisely, bruh. I get tired of these emails I receive behind the scenes. You must not have any fun. Like, nah, man, I'm not here to have fun, man. I'm here to fix problems. I'm here to cite them and fix them, so that way we can move on to some other stuff. The reason why they don't want to fix the problem because they are the problem, man. How easy is that to see? It's gonna get dick though. Yeah, you can't fix the problem if you are the problem, man. You can't fix the problem if you are the problem. If you're the problem, there ain't no way you're gonna want to see any type of progress. If you're the problem, why would you want to see progress? If these problems being here is what gave you your voice in the first place, which gave you more attention that you could ever garner outside of this broken system in the first place. Why would you want to see progress? Why would you want to see it? Dude, I was taught that a long time ago. The multiplier effect. You want to know if this stuff is helpful? Multiply it times 100. Do you see yourself surviving in a situation like that? The answer is yes or no. This stuff is not hard, but this stuff is easy to learn. It's easy to learn, man. It's easy to learn and it's easy to keep. You got to learn that you got to build your own community, man. A community of you with your standards. You can't be part of these people's communities because their community is based on consuming people like you. Because that's what their life experience was, consuming people like you. holding the situation and circumstance hostage, so that way nobody could be able to move forward. This is their actual track record. Just like they ran all those productive people out of the community, right now they're having all these bullshit conversations to run productive people offline. This is our place now. We're going to destroy this place. This is our place now. This is a place for helmetry and bullshit. We're going to take something that was meant to help men solve problems and we're going to turn it into straight up bullshit to embarrass everybody who's ever been a part of this concept. Hey man, you have to do that, man, because the hustlers only consume people. They don't produce shit, and they don't want to be held responsible when it comes time for you to produce tangibles. I've been left the people to fuck alone, man. Man, I would never have nobody around me talk about this whole, oh man, ain't got no problem with the dude getting his money, man. Fuck you. Fuck out of here. I got a problem with it. Yeah, man, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make this place so embarrassing that don't nobody want to be a part of it. I guess it's working with some people. But that's where you got to be at, man. Away from this stuff. Just think about closing that door and you just exhibit straight up peace for the 16 hours outside of work that your ass is working. Or if your ass is at home and you work from home, all that time that you can invest in yourself going and moving forward. What's going on, Yuri? Yeah, think about that. 16 hours a day, you get to focus on you outside of your 8 hours of work. 16 hours, you get to focus on yourself. All the money that you got, you can pay rent up for the entire year. You got another 1,500 to 2 grand in the bank to cover the utilities. And all that money that's hitting your account is hitting your account, and you ain't in no rush to go buy some stupid shit with the damn money. You now have the time and the energy to weigh options. Nobody tells you about that shit, do it? You want to know why? They never witnessed it, they never experienced it, and they never ain't gonna tell you about it. Why would they tell you about something that's gonna put you way ahead of them? Why would they tell you about that? Why would they talk about that? Why would they not talk about that? It's the shit. When I took 4 months off last year and I cleared land and just went city to city looking at these land auctions, man, it was a life, man. It's a life, man. I can turn around and do it now. They're not gonna tell you about that life, man, because that type of life cuts the bullshit in half. If not, get rid of the bullshit altogether, man. They want to get you connected to shit that to where you always need their help. You're always gonna need help with this domestic fucking reptile, man. You're always gonna need help with that. You're always gonna need new coping skills, new coping strategies, new sayings, new things to cover. You're always gonna need new shit when it comes to fucking with something that you should be fucking with in the first place. What's going on, Tommy? That's where we at, man. This is the great come up, man. The great come up for those who's on that skills and abilities piece, man. There's a lot of people still trying to figure it out. Wish the best of luck to them. But at the end of the day, it's time to run the fucking score up on these dudes, man. Run the score up in the happiness department, man. Don't let nobody remove you from your position of power and not fucking with this shit in the first place. That's a position of power right now. The ability to be able to move to the money and invest in yourself and put yourself in different situations, that's power right there, man. That is power. People do not want to see you have or exhibit. They want your power to be connected to the bullshit that they own, man. Nobody has time for that shit, man. That's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. These people trying to get you to secure yourself some in-house out of these motherfuckers, man. Get out of here with that, man. Look at all this work that it takes to upkeep this system, man. It takes all this failure in order to make sure that this stuff works. No one ever cares about people who are productive unless your shit ain't going to them. The moment your money ain't going to them, they feel like you betrayed them. They don't even know you, and they think that they are owed access to your damn resources, man. These people don't even know you, but they want you to spend your time a specific sort of way to benefit them. They don't even fucking know you or care about you. They only care when the money's getting handed out. And if they ain't getting any, somehow, man, they put themselves in a position to just wield themselves and to think that they worth and owed your shit, man. That's crazy. They don't care, man. They just want to be around it, man. They just want to be around it. They want to talk to it. They can't produce for it, but that's what they want, man. In house, man. IHP, man. IHP doesn't care how many kids. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. Can't respect dudes like that, man. And then they come to productive man spaces and try to weigh down our conversation with the bullshit that they ended up in. Like, come on, man. And then they get themselves in this situation, and then they claim they run in the entire situation. Like, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? Yep, that's what it is. And not only that, older cousins and all that shit start to break out the woodwork, man. Trying to act like they're friends with you and shit, and all of a sudden they want to borrow some shit. You never borrow some money, you never hear from me from another couple of years. Yeah, man, that's what it is. Most of these people don't want to see the actual things that they are even talking about, man. They don't even want to see it. They don't even want to see it. They don't even have a pathway to see it. Nothing. Yeah. Start talking about getting up out of a situation and see how quickly all the people come and tell you how everything's fine where you at. Yeah. Go ahead. Talk about progress and leaving them behind. See how quickly they try to sabotage your own shit. That's why they need you around, man. They need you around so that way they can cut you down whenever your progress is too much for them to handle. These are not enemies coming out and doing this. These are your so called friends. The people who you be around that you don't even know why they're there. This is what they got planned for you. This is what they got planned for you, man. That's why these people want to hide behind productive people, man. Because if productive people start treating unproductive people how unproductive people have always treated productive people, You gonna have a change like a mug in this world, man. They don't want to see nothing like that. They don't want to see you dismiss them out of hand because they ain't got no track record that means shit, and you ain't trying to date their women or mentor their fucking kids or none of that shit. Fuck it, you out there. If the only thing you got is gaslighting men and trying to corral them into a situation that is not ideal for them, then man, fuck you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because the people who are so called right about shit, dude, they don't debate shit. They don't debate anything. They just want to be right and they don't want to be challenged on shit. Because the moment you sit there in front of somebody else's face who got tangibles to bring to the conversation and a pathway to get the fuck out of here, and you cannot provide the same thing on your own, you know how you look? You look dumb as shit. You look dumb as shit when you ain't got solution to basic ass fucking questions, man. There's nothing to be fucking proud of by trying to keep the conversation going. There's nothing to be fucking proud of by being the next 50-year-old fuck nigga, man. There ain't nothing proud about that shit, man. Oh, what's going on, Ron? You gotta escort these people up out of here. The quickest way you can do it is getting them out of your ears. Because if you get them out your ears, what you're gonna do is you need to feel the height and the level of disrespect that this shit clearly is once it graces your ears, man. And you can't do that shit unless you leave this shit alone for a while, man. You leave it alone for a while, you get your shit together, and then you be around one of these uncultured reptiles and they say some shit and you want to fucking tear their goddamn head off. Because this is the shit that you sworn in your life that you would never fucking want to be around for no reason. You need to feel that disrespect, man. After you left this shit alone for a while, you need to feel how disrespectful that shit is. You need to feel it, man. You need to see what it feels like when you see somebody who's older than you who just want to keep up ignorance and bullshit and have absolutely nothing to bring to the fucking table, man. You need to see how fucking disrespectful that shit is, man. That's why people who got their shit together, man, they move in silence like a motherfucker, man. They don't say shit to nobody. You're gonna figure this shit out once you start shopping. You of men that you've ever fucking seen in your fucking life. A lot of these dudes don't look like straight up fucking vagrants. These motherfuckers got millions of dollars in the fucking bank. You can't tell them about fashion or any of that shit, man. The motherfuckers out there enjoying their fucking life, man. But you're never gonna witness any of this shit if you keep trying to be around here. You keep trying to act like you're running this shit right here. You'll never see it. A lot of these people want to see you fail, man. They don't want to see you move on to better shit. That's why they want to pick your choices for you. You seen it. Your older female cousin try to hook you up with one of her fucking friends that would that would destroy your life by the time the afternoon's over with. Yeah, that's what they think about you. Men think the same shit, man. All these Bravo Alpha Novembers think the same shit, man. They want to limit you to their pool of fucking women so that way you can take care of their fucking responsibilities. Yeah, they were the one who lied to these fucking women, man. Put them in them fucked up positions, and then they lied to them about who was gonna clean up shit. Fuck that. You gotta be kidding me, man. That's where it's at, man. Dude, we should have been at this great resignation bullshit after the civil rights movement was over. All these motherfuckers should have walked out of these goddamn low wage jobs and got themselves some skills and abilities, got into the fucking union, started doing some real shit, man. We should have been here. Been here. Been here. Well, Linwood, my own distinction is cultured women and uncultured women. I don't even see race. I see behavior, patterns, and outcomes. I don't give a fuck about that race shit because a motherfucker being a black woman never helped a motherfucker act right ever. That's why I say cultured and uncultured, man. But I don't want to talk about bitches because I don't do the bitch talk, man. Women are easy. Just go to another place and find different people. If you can't kick the skin color shit, go to Cuba or fucking Panama or Africa. But either way, you still need to be dealing with better people who have similar interests as you. Yeah. So yeah, that's what that is, man. Very easy. Very easy. And if all you see is nothing but fucking trash and that's what you're dealing with, that's a you problem. That's not a her problem. She's just gonna be there picking up anybody who's been starved out of the sexual marketplace. And if that's all you can afford and get to be around, that's all you, man. Yeah. I, there's too many examples in this space of these so-called perfect ass. It's, it's too easy, man. It's too easy, man. I don't want to be around a person that's voiced deeper than mine. That sound like a more of a nigga than I am. Ah, man, shit ain't hot. This shit ain't what's happening. Oh, fuck it. It's not really buy what they're selling. It's accepting what they're giving. That's what it is. Accepting what they're giving, hoping that they don't go walk into any consequences, and then complain when the consequences come like they new to the shit. Man, I don't feel sorry for them. And what happened when you shut the fuck up about that shit? They assume you didn't have nothing, especially if you didn't show it. How easy is that? Move around other people. That's it. Yeah, man. You gotta love this, man. You really gotta love it, man. You gotta love where you're going to go. You gotta look at these circumstances that your ass is surrounded by right now. If there's some badass circumstances, to say, you know what? In 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years, I'm not gonna be surrounded by this shit, and I'm gonna be around better shit because this is my plan. In 2 years, in 3 years, I'm not even gonna be here. In 5 years, in 10 years, I'm gonna be here. I'm not even gonna be worried about the shit I used to worry about then either. Yeah, I get you, man. That's it, man. Ask yourself, where are all the men around this space who are talking like this? Where are all these men with all these answers and all these solutions? Where are they at? How come they're not talking about the shit that they bring to the table other than entertainment and fucking foolishness, man? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they hiding at? You know what, man? I cannot wait in a couple months when I have hundreds of people back in here again. I'm gonna see some of these manosphere motherfuckers who decided not to come around and how they gonna try to jump on the panel. I'm gonna end up booting the motherfuckers to the goddamn Jupiter. I can't wait to do that shit. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I really don't even care about that either. It should be tricking. Nobody should be paying full price for this shit. Nobody should be spending real time on this shit. Nobody. Not these people. No, sir. So I think they put the tires on my truck. Yeah, here's some in the road, man. Had to get brand new tires, man. Ah, I can't stand that shit. Yeah, like Roland, like people don't understand, man. Like all this shit is based on the people who you hang around and the people that you hang out with. That includes family members and all this other shit too. Once you get rid of both of those things, you're good. You're gonna be good, man. But see, the thing is that nobody, nobody gets anything out of dudes getting their shit together because you're supposed to be sived down like ripe corn by putting yourself in circumstances that you know damn well that you ain't gonna get out of unscathed. Really not hard, man. The problem is they want it to make it seem impossible because they're not gonna be a part of it. No, that shit is quite possible, man. Look at other groups of people. They don't have any of these problems. They don't. Why? They over here, they ain't got no friends and they have to produce in their households. They ain't got time for all this stupid shit. They know what the 16 hours to 12 hours that they have invested in themselves. You got to be like them, man. All right, hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, man, but that's what you got to do, man. Some of these people out here, man, they got a lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining to do. They got a lot of explaining their path to people. They got a lot of explaining, man. Yeah, infantry skills, but the real progress is going to be individual, man. It's not going to be group based. The real progress was never group based. The real progress was individuals representing for the group. And those individuals who accomplish shit, because when you accomplish shit, you got to leave unaccomplished motherfuckers the fuck alone. Because that's what happens, man. It's like accomplished people got well outnumbered by the people who didn't bring shit to the table, about the people who didn't want to do the tangibles outcomes piece. Way outnumbered. Way outnumbered. No, no, I don't have to do that. I do not have to do that. I don't live in the South anymore. I leveled up out of circumstances. I'm around different groups of people, and whenever I'm wrong, I take motherfuckers to court. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not trying to limit myself to this skin color based conversation, man. I'm way past that shit. But if you live in the South, man, then yeah, live in the South, and you don't own your shit, and you gotta depend on these motherfuckers for everything. Yeah, man, color is everything in your fucking life. Everything, bro. I level all the way in hell, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, man. Well, you don't have to support it. We're not going. We're not going around trying to drag people into SYSBM. I get what you're saying. I think you're wrong, but hey, man, look, you do things your way, the best way you see fit. I do things my way, the best way I see fit. We're gonna see who wins because the scoreboard will take care of itself. The scoreboard will take care of itself. I am not worried about it. All right, so Linwood, I like Linwood. So Linwood, you mean to tell me that SYSBM have degeneracy and anti-black written all over it? What do you think dudes who would purposely defile women within the community? You don't think that's anti-black or full of degeneracy? What about most of this MAGA fucking music that's being made by people destroying their own shit? You don't think that's anti-black and degeneracy based? What about women not valuing productive men? Period. You don't think that's anti-black? You don't think that's degenerate? So you have to understand that that's a solution for me. And my solution for me, I would never try to push on another person. What I'm saying is that I have the solution that works for me. I went somewhere else and made a cultural deal that produced a product that's going to work on the behalf of the family. I'm not trying to find that shit here because it's damn near fucking impossible. And even if it wasn't damn near impossible, I'm not throwing what the fuck I like about a woman out the fucking window to fucking keep myself around a specific gradient of fucking man. I'm not doing that shit. No. No, it's cool. Like, dude, I can explain myself. I can explain myself. I love it. I love explaining myself. I love it. Love it. Because I know I'm right. So you have to show me this perfect cachet of individuals who have this stuff done who I can actually work with around here. That's the other side of your argument that you can't account for. You can't account for these non-community based, non-feminist influence, non any of the Cardi B, non, you know, all the single ladies. Like you can't find me those people. You can't. Maybe you got access to them. I'm just saying I'm not looking for them. And there's no part of a person that's based on who they restrict themselves to. I can see if we have like some good ass outcomes that is statistically um, viable, that I can rationalize putting myself in bad circumstances, which is on average don't work out. And I wish I can do that. But the problem is I can't. I can't rationalize doing it. Don't let your pride be connected to bad circumstances, man. Or shit that you don't have any idea of how it works. But hey, don't support it. It doesn't matter. Other people who go out there misrepresenting the shit. I don't even bother with them, man. Because here's the thing. You're always going to have fundamentalists. You're always going to have extremists. And you're always going to have the people in the middle who's trying to see who's going to win, when they're going to be. You're going to have that with everything. I wish you the best of luck, man. Best of luck to you. I found an answer that's individual and specific to me, black pill style, because I had a specific thing that I wanted in the person that I wanted to deal with, and I get all of that shit, and I don't have to worry about watching my back every 5 seconds, seeing whether or not she's gonna fuck the entire planet. I don't have to worry about that shit. I want to be a one and done. I don't want to be on the market at 50 and 60 years old. Look at the shit that I should have already had figured out in my 20s, man. No. With the level of betrayal around this piece, with the level of men over 40 without kids in this piece, that level of betrayal by the entire community itself, have a demographic of men like that, that's somehow going to force men to actually be with uncultured people so that way we can just claim victory? Nah, man, I'm not doing that shit. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm going for the happiness. Nah, man, like I just don't want to be in those type of circumstances, man. I know these people can't dream of being in a better position. I just don't want to be around shit like that, man. No, sir. No, sir. Because all the tenants are pretty much based around no LGBT, not cleaning up community, not horse trading with these people in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and doing you. How is that a problem? It is simple. It is very simple. I don't get shit out of you failing, man. I don't get nothing out of you failing. I don't get nothing out of you staying in a bad situation or circumstance. I don't get nothing out of you being undisciplined. I don't get nothing out of you being a minimum wage worker. I don't get shit out of you. I don't get nothing out of you being stressed out over disloyal and disrespectful circumstances. Dude, I don't get shit out of it. You don't get shit out of it either. Because here's the thing. Once you talk in a very conclusive manner, the only thing there is after this point is action. What kind of action are you going to take? Are you going to take the action that's going to put your ass back in these dumbass circumstances, or are you going to take some action so that way you can be the last person to be in these circumstances? The action that's going to put you back where you already know, or the action to get your ass fired up for a lifetime? I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with 3 people being here. I'm cool with 5 people being here. I'm cool with all that shit. Actually, most of my growth on my channel is thanks to videos that I made 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. None of it's about the new shit. Not the past year and a half. All that stuff is based on older videos where I sat down 8, 9 hours breaking this shit down with Zero and King Signal and too many other people. Did they want the answer? Did they want the solution? The solution's been the same. Garbage in, garbage out. You want a different output, you gotta change the different input. And trying to get to be appreciated by people who don't appreciate anybody very long is not a good idea. The people who claim they're running shit, they ain't running shit either. How many times you gotta see this shit? But that's what we are, man. That's what we are. It's too easy to win this shit nowadays, man. It's too easy to win this shit. It's too easy. All it takes now is effort, 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 hard work, effort, and discipline. You can't do that. Seriously, you can't do that. You have to ask yourself, why aren't there more counterparts around here if they like good dudes? If they want a good dude, you wanna know why? You can't control dudes like me. I'm not gonna put up with that type of shit. You say the wrong thing, I'm gonna be out of that fucking house and gone, man. That's what it is. I don't, dude. I don't even know what a damn Lapeef is. Uh, but that's what it is, man. You're gonna need people to help you fail. You're gonna need people like. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Um, that's not my solution, and it's not their solution either. They can clearly go for the more conservative people if they ever existed, but they don't exist. And even if they do exist, like most people claim they're conservative are pieces of shit. They don't even cover anything that happened within a party. Man, look, a lot of these people need good help, man. Yeah, they need help holding them own self hostage, man. But y'all got to realize, man, bro, this shit's too easy to solve, man. I'm trying to create a culture where even if you bring this shit up, I'm gonna laugh my ass off in your fucking face. You tried to make that dumbass shit work, didn't you? Deserve no respect, none. It is, man. It's yeah, but that's the thing. They want to find a solution with a specific demographic. And I can't fuck with this shit. My shit was love the conversation. Leave the type of man who would put her in that situation. The fuck out of it. And then I just focus on the productivity piece and got my shit together. What's wrong with that? Dude, any group or thing around or with is exclusive. What type of group that you have that accepts all these different sorts of men, regardless of what they bring to the table? There's gonna be some shit you're not gonna want to be around after a while, man. No, I say you need more men on the Hampshire bill, sir. I say you need more male failure. I need these people to mark themselves. I need them to put face tattoos on like Mike Tyson and shit. We need for all these dudes to have like the bitch ass nigga tramp stamp, man. Make it easier to recognize. I disagree. We need more people to fail and hurry up and think. So that way I can know you looking at you what kind of dude person. Nah, man, we need more failure, bro. And that's a lot of masquerading ass dudes, man. There's a lot of masquerading ass dudes around here, man. A lot of masquerading ass dudes, man. Dudes who are clearly masquerading as thinking black men. Dudes are clearly masquerading as a passport bro or SYSBM or a black manosphere lover. Dude, there's a lot of masquerading ass dudes, man. A lot of masquerading ass bitch ass niggas around here, man. Too many. That's what I'm saying, man. The productivity piece will separate the men from the boys. Yes. I need to be able to pick up a scanner and scan your fucking forehead and it should say bitch ass nigga. That's what I want. I want it to be so easy to identify these crazy motherfuckers. I want it to be easy. I'm sorry, I want it to be too easy. Why don't y'all just go get box Chevys or some shit, man? Just have an easy way to fucking identify you, man. Y'all all go by like Toyota Sonatas or Hyundai Sonatas and like Kias and shit. Y'all need to be identified, man. So that way don't nobody lose nothing over having these dumb motherfuckers around, man. We need like a brand, like a Coling brand, man, just for bitch ass niggas, man. We need that. We need that. Oh man, a mobile phone for bitch ass niggas. Oh man, that is great. So you can have like a number in that phone called liberal women, and they just call up all these crazy ass fucking women that's gonna fuck up their shit anyway. And you look at the call history, and there's nothing but liberal women being dialed on it. Yeah. All you gotta do, man, get the productivity piece together, separate from these things, get yourself some of that peace and freedom, start owning shit and running shit, your own shit. I'm not talking about entertainment or foolishness. I'm talking about real, tangible fucking business. Don't try to team up with Maggle class motherfuckers for any shape, form, or fashion, or no fucking reason, dude. You're gonna be fine, man. Y'all lucky I don't do a comedy channel. Oh, all right, man. So let's look at some of these signs that's gonna be on bitch ass things. Let's look at this. Yeah, we got a nice sign. Oversized load. An oversized load of a bitch ass nigga. Okay, let's go to this sign right here. This vehicle centerlines all bridges. These fucking dickheads who fucking tow mobile homes and shit be running everybody off the road. These are some real bitch ass niggas right there. Caution. This vehicle makes sudden lane changes. Yeah, man. You still got turn signals on your fucking vehicle. Fucking moron. Crazy. Yeah, man. You need like a sign, man. Like, caution. Bravos in the area. All right, man. Let me get up out of here. Once the once Black History Month come out, I think like me, Mike B, and probably like Renaissance Man, Rest of Brother Podcast. So then we can talk about decisions that happen in the United States. I got this idea sparked when I was going by Topeka, Kansas, and I seen this monument for the Brown versus Board of Education. Yeah, man, that'd be pretty cool to go over these Supreme Court decisions. So then when you see you're really responsible for it. To let you know that you should always want to participate in the actual process, no matter where you stand at. I don't give a shit that you're on the right. I just want you to be organized while your ass is over there. Stop trying to follow for this troll left. That stuff don't get nothing done. But all in all, I am proud of the people of the great resignation who moved up, the people who didn't go back to their bullshit positions, the people who making 10 to 20 extra $1,000 a year. I love that shit, man. That's a good ass fucking story, man. Nobody wants to hear that shit, but that is a good ass fucking story. Very good story. Very good story. Very proud of these people, man. Don't let the media try to steer you into trying to blame low wage workers for not returning to low wage circumstances. Most of these people are drained on the actual environment that you end up having to work for anyway. If somebody make minimum wage and they still on some welfare work, guess who's paying for it? Lifestyle. You are. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for coming through. On the Man Tomorrow, you guys have a really nice night. Peace.